This is a nice little, it looks real good, right? A little vlog camera.
Great lighting.
Okay, but you can't. Let's just do it like this.
Today we're talking about how to shoot a video. Hello everyone, I'm Gunnarolla, here today with
Meghan Tonjes.
You're watching Gunnarolla University, the series where I teach you how to do and deal every Sunday.
Do and deal, it sounds like you're teaching them how to play poker.
Class is in session. Or Mush wants to know if we have any tips for singer-songwriters on how to become self-taught music producers.
Go to school for something else. You teach me. I still haven't learned.
You know what? That's actually a good tip, is to find someone who does know the skills you want to learn and learn from them.
I learned the only thing that I know how to do, I learned watching a musician named Chris and Danya, who was OG YouTube. I went to his house to do a collab together, and I watched him kind of like record it into GarageBand and then do 2 lines of it and then go one to the left and one to the right to make it more stereo, and I just watched him do that, and that's what I do on all of my things now.
To like double a vocal.
I paid attention to what he did and it worked, and I was like, okay, I'll take that and I'll put that in my little tool box or tool belt or wherever I'm keeping my tools.
People on my channel might not know this yet, but we've been working together on a music project. Have you learned anything from me?
I've learned that you're just really good at what you do and that I should just go get a coffee while you're doing it.
But that's one thing I would say, having worked with a lot of different people with different skills, it's worth knowing the basics so that you can speak the same language. But sometimes it's just better to trust that people have certain specialties. I'm not gonna be great at everything. For instance, I really don't like lyrics. I'm not a confident like performer. So those are things I've come to learn about myself, but I am pretty good with production. Yeah,
and I don't understand production because I don't understand how to hold on to knowledge. I'm not able to learn things and then imprint them in my head. But I am good at hearing music and being like, I like that, I like the sound of that, and then ad-libbing to it and writing lyrics to it.
And so far we've been working really well in that regard of just like being open and trusting and just like trying stuff out. Yeah,
because you're so good at like theory and chord progressions and all that stuff, and I'm just good at being like, ooh, that made me feel something, and like let me riff off of that a little bit. And that's how we kind of worked like the first night, was you just started playing chords and I was like, I have a chorus.
We did have music that we listened to for inspiration, so that's actually one thing I would recommend once you know how to use the tools, is to just recreate stuff that you like and figure out how did they make these sounds, how they get these effects.
Yeah, and I think YouTube is like a huge resource too. I mean, the fact
you can learn anything.
You can learn anything, and a lot of songs you're listening to, if you probably type in like how to make a sound like that or similar whatever, people are already creating it on YouTube and showing you how to do it.
Yeah, when I started, we actually didn't have YouTube tutorials. I didn't take any courses. I just sat down with the tools, figured out how to make music, MIDI music tracks, export them to Cool Edit Pro. If you could be really good at one skill that you're not right now, what would it be?
Playing guitar. No. I wish that I understood theory better. Like, I wish my mind worked in that way, and it doesn't. Like when people are talking about, oh, you go, oh, it's third diminished and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, my mind can't imagine it, so I don't understand it.
But you could, have you tried taking a course?
No, see, this is also it's one of those things where I'm like, am I staying up at night being sad about the fact that I don't know it? No. But do I complain about it often enough that I should? Maybe.
But I also feel like everyone has different learning styles, and maybe, you know, sitting down in a classroom with a teacher.
I haven't found it. Do you remember when we went to that weird music store and that guy was like, all those circles?
The 5ths and the 12ths.
There was a moment where I was like, oh, I almost get it. And then he went to another dimension. I was like, oh no, I lost it. So you have 3 choices. 1, you're just not gonna learn how to do it and just know that you don't know how to do it. 2, you're gonna look up the resources and teach yourself how to do it. Or 3, you're gonna find someone who knows how to do it and either collab or, you know, go back and forth.
Suck the life force out of them. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye. It became bad advice at the end.
Yeah, I know. Shit.